I'm Emma, and I'm so happy you're here.
Hey, Emma, and hello to all our amazing listeners around the world. It's always great to be back on the mic with you.
Same here, Jamie. And today's topic is one I'm personally really excited about because it's something we all use every single day, often without realizing it.
Exactly. Today, we're talking about technology, and more specifically, how apps can help you learn English faster and more effectively.
Right. A few years ago, learning English meant heavy books, paper dictionaries, and CDs. Now you can pull out your phone, open an app, and start learning right away. It's like carrying a whole classroom in your pocket.
So true. Technology has completely changed how we learn, and it's made English more accessible than ever. Whether you're on the bus, in line at a cafe, or just relaxing at home, you can practice anytime.
Part 1. How technology became a language learning tool. It's amazing, right? We used to think of technology as something complicated or technical. Now it's just part of life. From checking the weather to ordering food, technology is everywhere.
Exactly, and that means English is everywhere too. Even if you're not using a language app, you're already learning. Just by using your phone in English, you're seeing words like settings, notifications, share, comment, follow, and those become part of your natural vocabulary.
That's so true. And the best part, it doesn't even feel like studying. You're learning passively through the apps and tools you already use every day.
Part 2. Using apps to learn English actively. Now let's talk about learning actively, using apps that are made specifically for English learners. There are so many great options depending on your goals.
Yes, for example, vocabulary apps like Quizlet or Anki are amazing for building your word bank. They use something called spaced repetition, which means they show you a word right before you forget it.
Exactly. It's smart learning. You can also create your own flashcards, so if you're into cooking, you can learn kitchen vocabulary. If you love sports, focus on that. Personalized learning is the key.
Absolutely. And then there are grammar apps like Duolingo or Linguist, which turn grammar into fun little games. You earn points, unlock levels, and compete with friends.
Gamified learning. It keeps you motivated because it feels fun, not like homework. And the short lessons fit easily into your day. You can do one while waiting for your coffee.
Exactly. Consistency matters more than long study sessions. 15 focused minutes every day beats 3 hours once a week.
Part 3. Speaking and listening practice with apps. Now, one of the biggest challenges for learners is speaking confidence, but technology helps here too.
Yes, apps like HelloTalk and Tandem connect you with native English speakers from around the world. You can chat, send voice notes, and even video call for real practice.
It's such a cool idea, language exchange. You help someone learn your language and they help you with English. It's real communication, not just textbook sentences.
Exactly. And if you're shy, you can even talk to an AI app that gives pronunciation feedback, like a personal speaking coach in your pocket.
I love that. It's low pressure and you can repeat as much as you want without feeling nervous.
Part 4. Improving listening and reading skills.
Let's talk about listening next. This is where podcasts, audiobooks, and streaming platforms are your best friends.
Yes, listening to English daily, even passively, helps your ear get used to natural rhythm, pronunciation, and real-world vocabulary.
Exactly, and many apps let you slow down playback speed so you can follow more easily. You can start slow, then speed up as your understanding improves.
And for reading, try graded reading apps or news apps made for English learners. They use simpler vocabulary, and many even have built-in dictionaries. You just tap a word and see its meaning instantly.
That's such a game changer. No more flipping through dictionaries. Reading in English becomes enjoyable instead of stressful.
Part 5. Building habits and staying motivated. So, what's your best advice for someone who wants to start learning English with apps?
I'd say start small, but be consistent. Don't download 10 apps at once. Pick 1 or 2, maybe one for vocabulary and one for listening, and focus on them daily.
Perfect advice. And don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on showing up. Even 5 or 10 minutes a day builds a habit.
Yes, think of your apps as learning companions, not as teachers who grade you. Use them to support your real-world learning, like speaking with friends, watching movies, or listening to podcasts like this one.
Exactly. Apps are tools, not the whole journey, but if you use them well, they can help you learn faster than ever before.
Let's do a quick recap before we finish. 1. Use English on your phone daily, settings, apps, and social media. 2. Try a vocabulary app like Quizlet or Anki. 3. Practice grammar with fun, gamified apps. 4. Connect with real people through speaking apps. 5. Listen to podcasts and read English stories daily. 6. Be consistent. Small steps every day lead to big progress.
Exactly. Technology is your friend. The more you use it in English, the more confident you'll become.
We hope this episode inspires you to try using your favorite apps in a new way, not just for fun, but for learning too.
And remember, every click, message, and notification in English is one small step toward fluency.
Beautifully said, Emma.
Thanks, Jamie.
And thank you to everyone listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more weekly lessons.
And tell us in the comments, which apps do you use to learn English? We'd love to hear your experiences.
Thanks for joining us on English Pro Space.
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring.